Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio with a 14 by 14 inch canvas that I pre-primed some days ago. Fortunately, it's not too dusty. I have some playing cards and some pieces of acetate and an old clothing tag. And actually, I've got a couple of spatulas. One's a silicone thing that was supposed to be for adding hair. This is a Princeton Artil Catalyst spatula. You can find like 7 versions of that on my Amazon link. And I've got these weird foamy little blocks I cut, and this thing that I think is a vape, although I have no experience, so I don't really know, but it makes good stamps. So those are all possibles, and I'm just going to play. I don't know what's going to come about. I have no idea how I'm going to proceed, but I have some, I'm a Colourarte affiliate, so I have some Vivid Intense White, and because it's a black canvas, I want to lay some white down before I use my favorite Rhapsody Rose, which is a primary element. And I just need some marks to begin with. And some paint to come out. There we go. Let's go down here. There must be a blockage in there somewhere. Alright, it doesn't matter, we'll figure it out. Alright, so let's grab the Rhapsody Rose. That's wider than that. Make sure the tab is off the top. Well, it's supposed to be a geometric, but I'm not sure what it is right yet. So I'm just going to keep playing with our colors until I figure it out. And that's me actually scraping down using my card to mix. And I have Q-tips in case I want them. Clean up edges. I think I want to do some cerulean blue. And I'm not afraid of the paint that's still on my card. But I am going to turn it around so I get a better square end. And I am adjusting my edges, and I'm getting some texture from that process, which I think I will eradicate in a moment when I start back at the beginning again. I know that cerulean blue is going to dry beautiful. So I've got paint on my card. I've got some, I was going to use the magic slippers. I probably am going to use the magic slippers, but right now I'm just going to keep putting things on my canvas. And this is, the indigo violet is a Prizm Pour. That cat hair has got to go. What do I want with that? I want something with that. Do I want it? No, not sure about that. Let's do the cerulean blue. Just because. Well, I guess I'm feeling frisky. I've got some frosted with a little magenta from the Vivid Intense, Ultramarine Blue, and Dioxazine Violet. So far that looks a lot like that, which may change when I add some more color to it. So this reminds me of dots. And basically I'm just trying to line up my colors in a somewhat rectangular shape. So I am going over them more than once and cleaning them off on the edge. I'm thinking there's some Indian spice in my future, but right now I'm really tempted. Is that a good clean square rectangle? Not really. I think Royal Sapphire is coming to town to play. And it's plugged, son of a gun. I have tweezers on my Amazon link. They're sharp. I recommend them. They're better than the ones with the bend in them because you can take the top off a bottle, push them into the tip, screw it around, and usually release a cone of paint. I'm going to put some of this right in this little dish because I can. Because I haven't before, and I want to now. And I think I'm also going to take a moment to make sure it's A, completely covered, and B, that I knock off any excess. And I just dirtied one of my... That does not seem flat. Okay, well, let's hope it works anyway. Let's do this. It's not the original spot I was going to work on, but I like it. I'm getting a weird pattern, but it's okay. Weird patterns make things interesting. I'm being called to some jasmine. I'm going to do that again. This time I'm going to wiggle it. Go back and get some more. I want some gold or silver, maybe silver. I know, I said I liked the texture and then I fixed it. But I'm like that. You know what I really like? I really like putting Royal Sapphire with Jasmine, which I'm thinking is, yeah, I got it. Which is worth messing around with. Oh, I've got paint still left on my card to play with. And something in it I see, which I pretty much got rid of. I'm liking this. I wonder if I've got something around. I have a balloon. I don't know if I can actually do anything with it or not. I guess. I'm not sure. I've got turquoise too. I want to clean my card off so the paint doesn't get sticky. I want some orange, and I think it's going to be Orange Crush, Prizm Pour. Which didn't turn out to be as straight as... I don't want to stick my finger in there. What can I put in there? I think I'm going to use a skewer, a paintball skewer. Which makes me think about using dots. Covered up a little faux pas. I've got some pink there. I guess it's there whether I like it or not. Well, I've got alcohol. If I ever need to dip a Q-tip in alcohol, I can usually get rid of something I need to, but I better be quick about it if I'm going to do it. Alright, I am really still interested in playing with the Rhapsody Rose, but I think if I'm going to do that, I better contemplate adding... Here, I've got Love You Pink. That's a primary element. I really want that. I put some alcohol in a dish, a new dish, on some paper towels, just to keep it handy. And I didn't want that little piece of pink there, so now it's gone. I don't have to be preoccupied with how much I need to cover because the black background is sort of working for itself. I'm liking the negative space. I've got a wider card. That's not it. There we go, that'll work. And I want to pull that first. It's obviously a burr on the card, unfortunately. Gotta be careful of that, but I don't care right now. This is more of the Rhapsody Rose, I think. I'm just going to play with it with the side of a playing card. There, I got a much brighter color and I'm happy about that. I just knocked over my lovely pink. I cleaned off my card, my residuals, and I'm hoping it doesn't dry so dark that I can't do something with it. What am I going to do with... Do I want Orange Crush or do I want Saffron? I want Saffron, I think. I might want Saffron and Jasmine is something I really like together. No matter how this turns out, I could probably always dot it. I got to be conscious of how wide my path is. That's about as wide as I can go. So let's try the Jasmine again. Oops, I dribbled. It's sticky today. I like those dots. I should think about just doing dots. I have no idea how this is going to dry, but I am thinking that I want some yellow. And I do have some residual on my card that I might want to get rid of before I try and do something else. I'm not as sure about this line down here as I thought I was. I say I've got Q-tips, but do I actually have them when I need them? Yes. And I just ran my fingernail right through that. Son of a gun. I'd like my tweezers. I'd like anything to make an adjustment there. If you dab at the paint, you have a good shot at filling in any little scars. So I'm going to do, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to put it over here. That was too bad. I'm going to cheat. Wipe off the moist paint from one side. So it doesn't have to be perfect, and we're not trying for perfection. She attempted to fix her last mistake. Alright, so what am I going to do now? I'm going to throw that playing card in the bucket because it's got paint stuck to it. And I am going to think about Tuscan Sun and wonder if it will work. I think it will, I was going to say, I think it'll work as long as it's heavy. It's a little trepidatious trying to fix the little bulbs at the end of the drop or line. I'm kind of liking this. It does make me just want to do dots. This is a pale purple that was a custom mix. I think I already mentioned it. Alright, I've got 3 minutes. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish or not. But I'm going to keep going. I have some pale blue around here somewhere, and I think I just found it. I also have some red violet. Wow, 2 bottles stuck together. That's highly unusual. So I'm basically just starting out by filling things in. I wonder if that's plugged or not. Looks like it might be. I'm going to put my tweezers in there if I can find them. They should be right here. There they are. Just push them right into the tip. Pull out all the excess paint. It's a little gooey. I could stop right now. That would be somewhat minimalist. And I could come back again tomorrow too, if I wanted to. And add another stage once these are dry. Do I just want 3? I kind of do. What else do I want? I don't know. I want to make sure I don't stick my hand in anything. Might be time to put all my bracelets back on my left wrist too. I like it. Just like it is. Now where's the white I had? That's not it. It should be right here. There we go. I took the top off. I can't have that. I can't use it without that top. That is for certain. There it is. I got it. Cool. I kind of want to fix this blue line. Come on, pick up. Make sure there's no chips or flotsam or jetsam on my tool. Seemed like there was. There sure were a couple of bubbles in there that aren't there anymore. I'm not sure if I improved that at all. I kind of want to still use my my little block, but I'm not sure how I like the original. I'll just do it anyway. Let's split the difference. Alright, I've got 1 minute to tell you guys I love you. I hope you come again. I post it, I don't know when I post. It's been 10:15 for so long. I'm thinking about 3:30 in the afternoon. We'll see what happens. Right now, I think this is done for the moment until I figure out what else I want to do. I kind of like it just like it is too, but I pulled that white out to see what I would want to do. So let's put up with me for one more second, and please give me a thumbs up if you like my experiments. It's not cooperating very well. Alright, that's it from me for the moment. I'll see you in a second if I come back. Okay, this is day 2, and this is dry now, which means I can do anything I want. And I think what I want to do is I've chosen some colors, and I've got some broken or cut up tongue depressors that are potentially the right length. And I've got a little pan of colors here, or I've got a pan for colors here. And I think what I'm going to do is put some of them down so I don't have to do them as I go along, and hope that they come out. That's the white, the Vivid Intense White. Which is actually pretty thick. I'm going to put down some Frozen. That's a Prizm Pour. Probably don't need as much as I just gave myself. Let's go for some Jasmine Primary Element. I know I want some Orange Crush. Probably want more of that. This is the Cerulean Blue, which is similar but not the same to the Frozen. It's a much richer blue. I've got some Amethyst Queen, which is a primary element from the Fairy Tales collection. In a bottle that's telling me it's time to check under the hood. I also have, can I get away with it, some tempting Tulip. I got a couple other colors, but I don't know that I'm going to use them. That needs to be opened all the way and have its tip checked. She's squeezing now. Whoa. And she left a big lump behind. Something or other. Let's see if I've got my tweezers. I really should have my tweezers. I had them a moment ago. Well, it'll be what it'll be. There they are. Yay! I don't want to be doing... These are on the Amazon link. These sharp tweezers are the best tool I have, next to the other best tools I have. So let's put this back down again. Come back right into the paint. Clever girl. Okay, so obviously I'm a little nervous. One thing I didn't use was any Royal Sapphire, and I might want some, because that's what this is. You probably remember better than I do, because it was yesterday for me, and it's still today for you. And I'm glad I found my tweezers, because suddenly I've picked up the only bottle that's closed. Of course I did. But fortunately, most of the time, it resolves itself. She said, hopefully and desirously. Oh, come on. Alright. It's going to be a problem child, and I know I want some of that, so please bear with me. Or fast forward, whatever you need to do. And I got my big lump of paint out of the cone of my bottle, and now I'm happy. So I'm going to put some of that paint right in here. And of course, after I've done all the rest of them, I'm going to use it first. So let me find a stick that's the right length. That looks to be the right length. Check for any nubbies. Now I thought about this and I thought about this, and what I came up with was I wanted there to be darker paint where I had put the paint, and I don't mind if the marks I'm leaving aren't perfect. I just want to add stripes to everything, pretty much. And I think I'm going to like it, and if I change my mind, I'll leave some things unstriped. So far so good. Now I do have Q-tips. if I need to clean up. And the Q-tips would be if I put a mark down that was not level. You could also put little X's in or make stars. And like that, that's not perfect, but I think I'll live with it. I want to put some purple over this, so I'm going to find the stick the right size. And use, I was going to use Snapdragon, which is really similar. Let's split the difference. Go one on either side, one in the middle, two on either side. I got away with that. Cool. I got a double stamp. Yeah, I'm liking how that looks. Now I didn't take any blue out, and I kind of want to use the same stick I've got. And I could use, yeah, I'm going to use the Jasmine with the blue in it. That wasn't a straight line. So I'll make them all on and off. That'll add some texture to things. Now I want to use some white. And this is really dark in here, so let's try the white in there. I don't need all the paint I'm dipping in. Now you could also alternate your colors. And maybe I'll do that. I'm going to wipe that one off in case I want to come back and use it again. I kind of want to put the pink in there, to tell you the truth. Maybe a short stick, just change up all the patterns. I don't mind that at all. What am I going to do over here? I'm still wanting pink. I do like orange and blue together, and you don't usually get to do them at the same time ever because they will mix badly. So let me just grab, is that the right length? Yes, let's give it a try. I can always wipe it up if I change my mind. Oh, I hope I don't hate this. Now I can stop adding marks anytime I want. And maybe I should. I think I'm going to use pink with that too. Kind of regret not having put out any yellow. This is the Tempting Tulip. I could still use some white in there, I guess. It's really up to you as you go along. I kind of want some dots to cover up the couple bubbles that are in my yellow line, and also to distract you from how not, it's not symmetrical. The word is accurate. My arch is not accurate. That's all I can say. So where am I at? I want some, that's too long. I'm going to make sure I'm not adding moist blue with moist orange. That might be too long. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it is. I did wind up with some blue in there. I'm going over on one end. It was still too long, but it's still brighter than it was. I think I want to put a few little marks. Grab a short stick. Right here. It's not about perfection, it's about texture for me. And no paint chips allowed. I think I might want some pink at the other side of that though. I got it just under the wire as far as destroying the continuity of the arch. Hopefully I'm making improvements, but I don't think I'm doing any real harm. I do want to grab a skewer with a paintball on it. Not a big one though. Give myself a few dots. While my paint is still usable. Somebody just told me they liked my work, but they were over the dots today. Thank you, Lori. I'll try and curb my impossible to control dotting instinct. But not now. Now, if I had a little pan of colors in my hand, I'd probably be way better off than trying to dot this whole thing. Just the same, I'm going to do it. I am going to really kind of miss that I'd added a little more yellow. I'm not minding that. I definitely think I need to do something to that, and I'm tempted by the white. I'm also tempted to try and fix my line, and I'm not sure there is any fixing that line, so it might be a risk. Might be a risk worth taking though. Or not. Let's grab some more of that. I guess the more uneven and fugly I make them, the more they'll match each other. So that's not bad. I kind of like that actually. It makes me want to come right over here and do the same thing, but I don't have a lot of white left. I was going to stagger it down. Something told me no. I kind of want some blue. I actually want to take a little bit of cerulean blue and add it to the royal sapphire. That's not bothering me. I'm really tempted to just put another line of orange crush down. My paint wasn't heavy enough in the saucer, in the dish, in the palette, shall we call it something appropriate? So that it's drying up and getting sticky. Alright, I want more pink. I don't care which pink it is. In this case it is the jasmine. Yes. I don't mind any of that. Kind of want a something to go on that circle. I kind of want to do more stuff too. Do I dare? Well, I don't dare if I'm going to be crooked about it. I don't mind that. I don't want to give up all of my negative space, but I do want to follow my instincts. I think I'm almost done. What else needs something? This needs something. I've got Rhapsody Rose, which I'm pretty sure is not going to show up much better than it already does. But I bet anything I can get it to leave a little texture behind. Although I am going to pull that out. With a skewer. I'm feeling like I don't have enough orange crush or whatever. So maybe I'll just add a few weird spots. Sorry, Lori. Where else? I think down here. Huh. I think that was pretty risky. So I told you pretty much everything I needed to tell you at the end of the last video, thinking I was done. So I don't really need to tell you, but I would appreciate a thumbs up if you think of it. I appreciate that very much, actually. And I have 2 books. They're on my Amazon link. I don't always remember to mention them. And don't forget, you can have anything that I create on YouTube as a print. I really want another orange dot. I just don't know where to put it. And I keep thinking here, and so I'm going to do it here. And I got away with it. I think that's it. It is what it is, and if I want something different, I'll do it to something else. I'm going to call it good. It was fun to have you. I hope you come again. I post every day. Check my community board to see when it's going to be for tomorrow. Yeah, no, I actually really like that. It's not very complicated, and there's plenty of negative space left. And you never know, I might do something a little crazy, like trying to even up that flow of that orange before it sets up too much. Kind of wish I had a few more yellow dots, but otherwise I'm good to go. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you on. Don't forget my email address. It's easpb in the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. If you pause the video at the end, you'll see it. It's right there. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I do sell my art. Just saying. Bye for now. Priscilla out.